I'm back with another video. This is a part one of part one. This is Crisis 169K Mark coming to you, boys and girls, children of all ages. Um, Once again, my videos you love so much, I'm making more. And now, really, GameStop is pretty much dead in the water, folks. But the return policy now used to be, you bought a game or didn't get a game. Like, say, let's say you pre-ordered a game. Like, I pre-ordered a bunch of games, right? I didn't, I didn't get the money back from them. Not until come back a couple months later. Oh, yeah, I got 15 bucks, 20 bucks. Oh, yeah, I'll take the $20 back. Now, without a receipt, and more than 30 days, it goes to store credit only. They are taking money. You know how much? It's like $30 million, an estimated 35 to $40 million that GameStop could make if they would, if they hold the $5 and give it back to this company. That's $30 to $35 from this estimating in my head here. I think it's $40 million. They earned the whole. They lost over what, $500 million, $100 million, whatever it was. GameStop is sinking, folks, and the return policy is showing it. It's desperation run amok. Okay. Now you have a company that once was the echelon of greatness, envy of all the neighborhood businesses, now laughing stock of everything, including its own employees. Man, GameStop, man, what they did was buy up a lot of stuff here and didn't understand what was going on. They bought up a lot of stuff. They bought up a lot of companies, cell phone companies, and didn't bother to tell anybody. And that's why they had the issues that they're having. And that's why they had the issues that they're having. That's why they're having the problems they're having. And because of that, GameStop is dying. This is what companies do when they die. Healthy companies don't change their return policies like this, folks. Healthy companies don't change their return policies to affect their customers this way. What can I say by that? It's very simple, understandable, and logical. Very logical. Very understandable and logical. Mostly it's just back that because it's just that way. That way. With stuff like that. There is a lot of stuff like that. There is a lot of things going on with GameStop. It's not very good at all. Because they're losing their wallets. It's funny that, they paid one guy $15 million. And then they think the CFO $15 million to come on board. And that's okay. That money can be used for other things, but we'll just give it to this guy who just came on board. And that's okay. That's in true, typical GameStop fashion. And sad thing is, though, a few of my friends, work friends who I go see when I'm at their business and buy games from them and stuff like that from them, are known for years that this could be happening. And now the drums are being played. The taps is being played. GameStop is being laid to rest, folks, practically. And what bugs me the most is that Walmart and Best Buy can't do what GameStop does. You got some people who don't know anything about games or GameStop, fine. Got managers who couldn't manage an ice cream parlor. Okay, fine. But you got people there who can work, who can do a job. Granted, it's asking you 10,000 times, do you want to buy, Game Informer, do you want to add this, that, and the other to your purchase? And it's annoying, yes, but I understand what they're doing. They know that they're doing their job. No, I'm not against what they're doing. But I understand why they're doing it. I understand what they're doing. I understand how they're doing it and why, so. But GameStop guys is dead in the water. And they will die a very slow, painful death. They brought this upon themselves with the crappy things they did, with the rude customer service they gave, with the argumentiveness. I mean, I went to GameStop one time and I walked out the damn door because, it just, was nasty. It was nasty there. It was really, really nasty. Had a girl working at one time who had, big snavuses, and she was Korean. She was cute. But her attitude toward customer service was not 100% great. But that didn't bother me because, I went to a game store. I didn't go to a Walmart, Home Depot, or a Lowe's. I expect gamers to have attitudes, so that doesn't bother me. But that's me. I'm the minority here, I guess, then. So that's why I have no problem talking about that kind of stuff. Because, that doesn't bother me directly. It may bug you directly, but not me, because it doesn't bother me. So that's why I always tell people, when you go to game places like Walmart, game departments, they're not really a game center. They're just there who sells games. Some kid worked over in hardware yesterday. Now he's working over in paint. Now worked over Sunday. Now working over in in the game electronics section on Sunday. It's not the same thing. So that's why I tell people, if you go up there and get an attitude, just take it with a grain of salt. These people are overworked and somewhat underpaid or paid okay, but they're not paid like they should be. When you're running up and down the hallways, helping customers, constantly getting yelled at by everybody, and your boss is yelling at you. I worked in a store. Now I work in a distribution center, so it's different for me. So I don't have that same nonsense of being nagged, but I understand what employees are going with. And GameStop employees, I feel sorry for them now, because now they were working there for 10, 15, 20 years. Your company's going out of business. What are you going to do? Start over again at Lowe's or Walmart? A lot of them will go to Walmart. A lot of them have to go to Walmart. It's that or nothing. Maybe they can squeeze out a couple extra bucks, but that's about it. You go for selling games to working in the cat area, cat and dog food area, because your company couldn't get off their butts and solve issues. But it's really not their fault, because it's the direction of what the masses are going to. Digital distribution, or D&D to me, I call it, is becoming number one. I don't care what anybody says, if it tells me. I downloaded a couple games off of the Xbox store. Took me less than an hour to download them, both. I have 400 down and 20 up from Spectrum. So I don't have a problem with that, downloading games. If you have a GameStop near a rural area and your internet crap stinks, you're going to have to drive another couple miles to go to to hopefully go to a Walmart that has games in them. Or a Best Buy. And if you live out in a rural area where you only have a GameStop sitting there, and that goes out of business, because the furniture store, it doesn't help you at all. So some people out there, in YouTube land, are going to have a real fun way of trying to find a game place to go buy a game. Because some locations, they have game stores next to game stores. GameStop next to GameStops. I'm like, why do you put up 4 GameStops, 10 miles away from each other? Makes no sense. Like in the mall, and in Governor Square Mall, they had EB games and they had Badges. 2 different game stores. GameStop bought them both out. Put GameStops in both of them. The one front entrance that we went to for them Jefferson, who used to work there, and another one was my friend. I'm not gonna name his name right here. I went to that one because that was his GameStop. He knew people. He knew the manager over there, and a lot of friends and over there. So, and they had 2 of them in the same mall. Hell, Opry Mills only has 1. Opry Mills can have 2 or 3 of them in there. You know how big Opry Mills is. And you have a Dave & Buster's theater, and you have a GameStop, and you have places in between. So hell, you can have a lot of crap in there. And I have a problem with it. That's what I'm telling people. It's not about the fact that GameStop is ever all the place. It's just these people are gonna be losing their jobs and their minds here soon. Because you know what? They're gonna realize, you know what? I have no job now. I worked at GameStop for 5 years. Got a job at GameStop. Who's gonna hire me when a company goes bust? They'll hire you. They'll hire you for nickel. They'll hire you for the field hand rate. They'll pay you maybe $1 or $2 above minimum wage, and that's it. If you're making that much now, GameStop, I don't know what to tell you. I guess you're not losing much, I guess, son. But if you're like a manager making good money with healthcare, and you go to a retail store where you're starting over again, that's a hard thing to swallow. Hard pill to take and swallow. But you can't go to a job that's closed up and has nothing in the room, in the store anymore. You can't open a door with your lock and walk in there and clock in because there's nothing there to clock into. It's gone. It's very sad, but GameStop brought upon themselves when they chase people out the stores with their, do you want to buy a Game Informer? 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 What? You want to pre-order a game? Yay! Oh, and we have this card too. You can get them free. Get the free magazines. Game Informer, exactly. Want to buy it? Want to buy it? Want to buy it? No? Here's your game. Get out. Here's your game. Get out. That's what I experienced. I'm telling you, you think I'm crazy, but doing this to people and run up to them I'm like, I almost decked some poor kid out. 5-6 years ago. I was like, wham! I almost decked him out. He run up toward me. You want to get a GameStop? You want to get Game Informer? He wasn't laughing at me. He was like, do you have Game Informer? I do. Let's go check it out and see if you need to renew your card. I'm like, lay off the coffee, pal. Lay off the monsters, the amps, and everything that's give you sugar, because you are insane. This is how people felt in GameStop. You can buy it used, Buy it used. Why buy new? You can buy it $5 cheaper. That is how it was GameStop. And people are like me, I'm getting the hell out of here. And they run out the damn store. And they go home, I can buy this game. While somebody's screaming in my face, you want to pre-order that? Pre-order I can pre-order on my console. Or PC, or whatever you want to or Switch, or whatever you want to play it on. You don't have to have to go in the store and have somebody doing this. Do you want to pre-order something? Do you want to buy protection with that? You get those people. Of course, they get people behind them pushing them to do it. And I understand that. That's why I'm not mad at people doing it. And one kid, maybe he's 18 years old, I almost knocked him out because he's ran up towards me in my face, scared the living hell out of me. You want to pre-order something? I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? I mean, it just boggles my mind. But I understand that's how GameStop was. I thought the GameStop multiple times and never got hired on. Now, I would have fun working there. But then again, with all the cycle crap you had to go to do, I don't know if I would after a while. Because doing this, to me, is not a job. Do you want to pre-order something today? Pre-order something? Extended warranty? Upgrade a new console? Do you have Game Informer? Do you want to renew? That's what I experienced from GameStop. That's what I experienced. Now, the females didn't do all this because, a lot of them have, and like that. So, I understand why they didn't jump on me and really run towards me like I was, somebody important or something. So, but a lot of people who were under them did, and it bothered me because like you're sending your dragoons out to aggravate people, and they leave the store and don't buy nothing because you're pestering them. That's the reason why I think GameStop has failed too. It's because they're being pestered. They're being pestered. They're being pestered into pre-ordering and buying things that they don't want or need at the time. And that's why GameStop to me is failing. And it is going to fail, and it's going to close down eventually. That's why people don't understand it. That's why I never understood a situation like that. This is Mark from Crisis 169 Media, saying peace, love. If I scared anybody with that, doing this, it was just my reputation, my reenactment of what I experienced. I have a lot of friends at GameStop, and I like all of them. I love all of them. Great guys. They sold me a lot of games and a lot of stuff, and I had no problem with them. But sometimes I had issues with some people, but I made peace with a lot of them. Before he passed away, and one of them, before he passed away, and I feel that GameStop has a lot of memories for me because I went there and got Halo 3 from, I do believe, GameStop. I've got, my arcade Xbox 360 and bought a 120 gigabyte hard drive for $100 something. Why I didn't buy the Elite? Don't ask me because I was kind of stupid back then. In the same GameStop I went to, in Government Square Mall for Gears, and bought Gears of War 2, and bought these games and had fun with all of them. That's where I got my PS3 at, and my 360. So it wasn't a bad experience for me. But I've had weird experiences over the years, but nothing terrible. I mean, see me running out of the damn store. And I remember they had game nights there where you go in there once a night, about 2 hours before they close, and I knew the mall was different, so the mall closed a little earlier sometimes. But the mall stay open during the summertime, so you sit there and go in there and have a good time and play Halo or whatever they had going on. He had to be 18 or older to get in because he's an adult. But that was pretty cool back then. Man, we don't even have those anymore. No, we're not going to have those anymore. But that's the way it is, I guess. And that's why I'm saying, guys, peace, love, be safe. Cherish memories of the past, because sometimes that's all you're going to have.